Hey everybody, Dave here, and thanks so much for joining me for another video. I recently bought this Toguard H20 trail camera off of Amazon for about 40 bucks. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and a full field review to see if it was worth it. So let me show you all that you get with the camera. I've done the unboxing to save some time. So basically you get a 1-inch wide strap with a slip buckle. You get a plate that you can use to fasten it to anything like a shed or barn or even your house if you want to do home security. You also get a universal type fastener that you can adjust the angle of the camera, the direction of the camera. You can use that in conjunction with the plate, or you can modify it to fit something else. You also get a USB adapter cord to go with the camera. You also get some screws along with some plastic sleeves, so if you wanted to use them in drywall, say, or concrete, you could. You get the manual for the H20 trail camera. You get a quick start instruction manual, and you also get a survey card where you could also get a free accessory. So with those little accessories out of the way, let's jump into the camera. Alright, let's take a look at the camera itself. The camera actually has a black LED flash, which I like, as opposed to a white LED flash. I've been told that they can alert game, and my fear is that they'll also alert humans that maybe are coming out of the woods late at night from a hunt and stumble upon your camera, see the flash, and then if they're the type of people that steal things, your camera could also take a walk too. So the lens is here, the motion sensor is here. I like the latch on the side. It's a single action, so you can do it with one hand, and it opens quite easily. It has a lock here, locking tab, so if you want to put a small padlock on there, a cable or something, you could. So with that undone, you can open it. It takes 4 AA batteries, which I've already put in to save some time through this video, and other cameras have recommended Energizer, so that's what I use here. And then the on, off, and setting button is on the bottom here. You turn that to settings. There is some plugs on here and speaker. The SD card goes in over here, and you just press it to take it out. This SD card that I used here is a 32, and that's the maximum you can use in this camera. But also, if you notice, it's a 40 megabyte card, and I tried using a 90, but the 90 was not compatible with this, so I had to drop down and use a 40, and it's a 10 class card. They recommend 6 or bigger class, and I always use 10, so I have no issues with quality. Alright, so let's put that back in, and that just slides back in here, and just press it in to lock it. Alright, then you're going to want to turn the camera on to settings, which is halfway there. Okay, when you open the camera and turn the switch on the bottom here over to settings, this is the screen that'll appear. You'll have your time, you'll have your video selection, you'll have your date, time stamp, and all that, and your battery indicator. This reads how much is on your SD card. I have 2 hours and 9 minutes on there yet. Okay, so we're going to need to set things up on this. So you have 6 buttons, 3 on each side. So this button here is your menu button, then your up button, and then your playback button. Over on this side you have your OK or selection button, you have your down button, and then you have your photo button, where you can take a photo manually or you can stop video. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is press the menu button, and this will give us all the things we need to walk through. Now to go down, we just use this button over here in the middle. So you have mode. This will allow you to take, I'll select that to show you, this will allow you to take photos, only, or video only, or photos and video. I selected to take photos and video. If you wanted to, you could just use video, and then you could actually just take screenshots once you're editing on the computer. So let's go down. Photo resolution. This will shoot up to 16 megapixels, and that's what I selected. Then you go down to photo series. This is how many shots per series you're going to take. So I selected 1 for that. Video resolution, I wanted 1080p. That's the highest setting. So I selected that. Video length, I selected 45 minutes, but you can change this up and actually run it for minutes if you'd like. I'll select 45 again, and there. Then the next one is audio recording, and yes, I wanted that, so I left that on. Okay, the next item you're going to see here is shot lag, and that basically is already set at 1 minute, and that determines how much time between each video once the camera is activated. Sensitivity motion sensor is low, medium, and high. I put it on medium. Target recording time. This is if you wanted to have the camera run, like say from 3 in the afternoon to midnight, or you know, just in the morning, or whatever. You could set it for only certain run times. Time lapse, you could set up to take pictures, you know, in a series so that you'd have a time lapse. And then you, of course, language. Time and date, you need to set this. You select the time format, which you like, such as whether you want 24-hour like military time or 12-hour, you know. So I select the 12-hour, and then you can go with date format as well. You can set up how you want it, whether you want the month first, the day first, or however you like that. I selected the month first. Then you go back up, you'll select how you want your time, and you'll set that up like such. Alright, and now we'll go back out of this and go back down. Photo stamp determines whether you want the time and stuff on the stamp, stamped on your photo, and so I selected that yes. You can set password protection in there as well. You can have the beep sound on or off. You can have format memory card, and you need to do that prior to doing it, setting everything up. So you put the card in, and then you select OK, and then you go up to whoops, OK, and then you'll go to yes format, and you'll hit OK, and then we'll wait a second, and then it'll format the card. You're good to go. And then the serial number, say you had several cameras of this type, what you could do is you could put the serial number on that so you know which camera it came from. If you mess up the settings, you can always go back and hit reset settings, and that'll take it to factory default. And this just shows you what type firmware version you have on there. So once you're done and you're back to the original settings menu, then all you have to do to get things going is move the bottom switch over to on, and it will have a countdown just like that. When you close this up, when it stops blinking, it'll be ready to start shooting video. So let's go run the strap through the back. This one actually has like a lock on it. You put it through, pull it tight, and you lock it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the underside through here, just like you would a belt, say on your pants. So once you have it run through the camera, you just open the tab here, bring it up from the bottom, pull it till it's tight where you want it, and then just push this tab over till it snaps, and you're locked in. Alright, let's go ahead outside and set it up, and we'll pace off some distances, and we'll check the quality of the video, both day and night. Then we'll get back to you and give you my opinion on everything about this camera when we're done. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me today, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to look at that Toguard camera review, and I hope it was helpful to you. And if it was, I'd really encourage you to take the time and just subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell too, so you'll be up to date on all the videos as soon as they come out. You know, I just like to leave you with this one thought, and that is, you know, trail cameras, they work for us 24/7. Their job is to get us the information we need in order to be better and more successful as hunters. But you know, a lot of people respond to life just like trail cameras. They're striving for success constantly. They're working constantly. They're trying to build an empire. They're trying to build their own kingdom. And you know what? In the very end, and sometimes not even before they get there, they realize an emptiness and a brokenness, and they say, you know, is that all there is? Well, I'm here to tell you today that there's a whole lot more. And the fact of it is, I believe that God has built each one of us with a void inside that only He can fill. And you know, it wasn't until I came to know Jesus Christ that I found real purpose in my life, and I found a real connection of love. And God was the one who instilled that in me and gave that to me. He helped me to realize that it was not about me doing for Him or doing for others. It was It was about me just being in a relationship with him and having the forgiveness of Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross. God wants so much for you and him to have a relationship together. And if you're not sure how to go about getting that done, I really would encourage you to take a minute and just click on the book I have in the description below. It's called Growing Deep. It's one I've written. It's free to you. Doesn't require email or anything. But in the book, it'll show you step by step how the Bible talks about having a relationship with God, how you can have your sins forgiven, how you can be in a right relationship with him, and how God can help instill purpose back in your life and give you the rest from all the struggles that you have. You know, Jesus says, come unto me, for my burden is light and my load is light. He wants to give us a release from the stress and the pressures of life because he is the one who's really in charge. So guys, check out the book. All my books are down there. They're free. And thanks so much again for joining us for this video. And I really encourage you to spend some time in the outdoors, but you know, not just in the outdoors. Spend it with God as well. Until the next video, thanks again for watching, and God bless.